to show us the perfect family breakfast for this time of year is the creator of the Food in My Beard blog. Well, not my beard, your beard. Welcome back, Dan Whalen, everybody. Welcome back, Dan.
This is awesome. Thank you.
Let me just, you got something in here. There we go. You got that. I got you. Got you covered. Debbie, Maria, Larissa, they're digging in already. Now, here's the thing. Last time Dan was here, we were talking all things potato tots. We had a good time in the kitchen. Today, we're doing a comfort food mashup like you've never seen before. What are we making?
Well, I love to make mashups. That's what I do on my website.
Okay.
I have a book all about it. Oh, wow. And I like to make things that maybe are a little weird when you first see them and maybe look like one thing but actually taste like another thing. And that's this dish.
Wow. Absolutely is.
It's cornbread pancakes with a bacon and sausage chili.
And I mean, you're not going to believe what's going in this chili. It's going to be all things breakfast and all things comfort food. We promise. Let's get going. All right, chili first. Chili first, everybody. We got some onions and some jalapenos already sauteing.
Yeah, and there was bacon and sausage in here, and I took it out to put the...
so we pre-cooked that. Yeah. So should we put that back in? You want to add some of the other...
You can add everything. Just,
okay, let's go garlic first.
Garlic first is great.
Add in some garlic. A little oregano. You can just pass those over to me. Very good. And then what spices do we have going here?
Chili powder.
Okay.
And cumin.
Of course, because we're making chili. That would make a lot of sense. Wow. And when you think of me and breakfast, what do you think of? Being maple syrup. That's going in the chili too, everybody.
Pancakes after
I love it.
I figured there should be some syrup.
And then also, when you think of Maria and Debbie and everybody here on set, a little bit of black coffee. How about that? I love it.
Coffee, how interesting.
Coffee in the chili.
Yeah, that's really
interesting.
interesting.
So it's supposed to be inspired by a red-eye gravy and also a sausage gravy because it's all things breakfast in chili.
All things breakfast, like breakfast sausage, which we mentioned we made already.
It's good.
You good? You guys enjoying it?
Well, I'm very impressed with your cornbread pancake. It's interesting.
And we're going to be making that in just a second. You're going to see it. You're going to love it. I say we. I mean mostly Dan, but I'm involved. I'm here. I'm your sous chef. And now tomatoes. What would you recommend? These are just crushed tomatoes, aren't they?
Okay. Can of crushed tomatoes.
Okay, easy enough. I mean, that's all easy. The only prep there really was making the meat beforehand and then sauteing some of the veggies, but that's fantastic. So we got the chili going. And we're not done yet. I lied to you. Some broth.
Chicken stock, yep.
And this one got me. This one I was kind of like, all right, everything I'm with you 100%, but there's going to be some milk
and that
in the chili. Is that
like the sausage gravy aspect of it?
Oh, I see. Has your love for mashing up recipes always been a thing since you were a kid? Did you used to take like your French fries and put them in the Sprite?
I did.
Were you that guy?
I definitely did stuff like that when I was younger, for sure. But it was only until I started the website where I really got going on it, and my brain started coming up with all these crazy ideas.
Well, they're crazy, but they're delicious, and we love them. Now we're going to let that cook down a little bit, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
now we're going to make these pancakes that Debbie has alluded to being fantastic.
They really are phenomenal.
What do we have?
Cornmeal, flour, baking powder, usual pancake stuff, but also kind of cornbread stuff. We have some buttermilk, eggs in here. Okay. And I'm just gonna mix these together.
You got it. And I know you're a from scratch kind of guy, but could you use like kind of a pre-made pancake mix in there, or would that be kind of sacrilegious?
Honestly, you could actually use maybe a cornbread mix.
A cornbread mix. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to maybe save time in the, you know. Well, New Year's Eve, New Year's morning, you're making these. This would be perfect for New Year's Day, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
It's a great breakfast for, you know, when you're out late.
That's what I mean. That's what I was alluding to. Well, I mean, meanwhile, I'm usually like trying killing myself just to stay awake to midnight. But anyway,
me too.
I'm sounding like a big partier out there.
The times have changed.
I know. All right, so is that the right consistency, or would you want a little bit?
It could be a little softer.
Okay, so maybe
when you're making it at home, you know, it's all about the flours are different when you're measuring them. The cornmeal's a little different.
Right.
So just
you get it
with it.
Add a little more liquid.
Okay, good. Now you've got a great tip though, because one of our pet peeves in our house is I'm the pancake maker, so I'm making pancakes and I put them aside. But these guys are getting cool while these ones are fresh. Yeah. And how do we keep them all nice and toasty warm?
As they come off the griddle, keep your oven on low and put them into the oven one by one.
You just keep them in the oven.
And that way they'll stay nice and hot and be all ready at the same time.
And then we can serve it up all at once. So what I'll do...
Serve a nice dramatic stack. It's better, honestly, to make them smaller sometimes so that you can really stack them up.
Okay, that's a good tip too. I'm going to let you do that.
Something tells me everything you do is dramatic.
Yeah, right.
You know, on the internet, people love when there's a little bit of flair.
Or a lot.
Where people see my recipes mostly, so that's what I try to do.
This is amazing.
Speaking of flair, I know you have a very special New Year's resolution that you have made with yourself.
Yes, my New Year's resolution is to finally finish my 5th cookbook that I've been working on.
And what is that 5th cookbook?
Good job, man.
The 5th book is all about nachos.
Oh,
So
book is dedicated to nachos.
I've been testing
That's
it, I've been
pretty good.
working on all the recipes, and it's almost done, and I can't wait for people to see it.
We can't wait for you to come back and make us those nachos.
I was gonna say, if you need help testing some new recipes,
right.
we are happy to help.
I'm adding a little crispy bacon on there. You like how I'm doing? Am I doing all right?
No, this is perfect. So this step is kind of like when you make yourself a bowl of chili, the best part is adding the fixings on top, I guess.
Some chives.
So I put all the same things that you might want on chili, but also some things that maybe you want on pancakes, like butter.
Oh, smart.
I'll tell you what my New Year's resolution is. It's right here on this plate. I'm telling you right now.
There you go. I like to put a few little
Oh, wow.
sticks of butter.
You know, I wasn't sure what to do with the sticks of butter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw them sitting there. I'm like, where do they go? I'm not sure. Okay.
And would it be too much to pour maple syrup on top?
Oh my
I don't think anything's really too much.
I knew you'd say that.
You have the syrup in the chili, so you don't necessarily need to have another thing, but why not?
Why not?
Dan, those are for you. Those are for you. Don't be
perfect.
shy.
Get in there. Thank you so much. This is
Yeah.
very impressive. Big fan of your work, Dan.
Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really glad to be able to make such a fun recipe for you guys.
And you all can find this recipe on hallmarkchannel.com. Wow.